everyone, this is Anisha Cherian. Today I will be discussing important questions for DHA hard promontory MOH exams for staff nurses. So here we go. Question 1. While reviewing stress management technique with a patient diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, what would the nurse identify as most appropriate? Option A, sunbathing. Option B, cross country running. Option C, relaxing in a warm bubble bath. Option D, yoga in a cool room. The correct answer is yoga in a cool room. Multiple sclerosis is a chronic disease that affects central nervous system, especially the brain, spinal cord, and optic nerves. It damages the nerve fibers in spinal cord and brain, which causes very painful muscle spasm. For these patients, the symptoms elevate, like they experience pain and muscle spasticity when they experience extreme temperature. So, that is the one reason why these patients are advised to do aerobic exercise and yoga in a cool room. End of question 1. Question 2. A patient with bow legs due to abnormal bone formations and deformities has calcium level of 7.5 mg per dl. Which of the following foods would the nurse most likely instruct the patient to add to a diet? Option A, chicken meat. Option B, organ meat. Option C, whole grains. Option D, egg yolk. The correct answer is whole grains. Bow legs is a condition in which knees stays apart when even standing, and it is because of lack of vitamin D and calcium. The normal calcium level should be in between 8.6 to 10.3 mg per dl. So, the nurse would definitely advise to take whole grain because it consists of 100 to 1000 mg of calcium. Basically, whole grain consists of more calcium if we compare to chicken meat and egg yolk. End of question 2. Question number 3. A client with angina complains that the angina pain is prolonged and severe and occurs at the same time each day, most often in the morning. On further assessment, a nurse notes that the pain occurs in the absence of precipitating factors. This type of angina pain is best described as option A, variant angina, option B, stable angina, option C, unstable angina, and option D, non-angina pain. The correct answer is variant angina. Variant angina is also called as Prinzmetal. Here in this condition, a person may experience chest pain when he is resting, and it occurs at the same time each day. For example, if a person is having chest pain at 5 o'clock in the evening, he may experience the same chest pain the very next day at 5 o'clock, at 5 p.m. in the evening. Here ends question 3. Question number 4. The volume of air inspired or expired during normal respiration is known as option A, vital capacity, option B, inspiratory reserve volume, option C, tidal volume, option D, expiratory reserve volume. The correct answer is tidal volume. Normal human adult tidal volume is 500 ml, and for average healthy female will be approximately 400 ml. Here ends question number 4. Question number 5. Nasal suppositories are known as option A, Poultices, option B, Bougies, option C, Pessaries, option D, Cons. The correct answer is Bougies. Bougies is also known as a nasal suppositories. Poultices is a kind of herb material which is applied to the body to relieve soreness and inflammation. Pessaries, it's a device that can be inserted into vagina. It is often used in uterine prolapse cases. Cons can be also called as ear cons. Nowadays, it is very rarely used. Here ends question number 5. Question number 6. To minimize the toddler from scratching and picking at healing skin graft, the nurse should utilize mild sedatives, option B, hand mittens, option C, distractions, option D, punishment for picking. Correct answer is option B, hand mittens. Here ends question number 6. Question number 7. A patient recently underwent coronary artery graft CABG. Which of the following nursing diagnosis is priority? Option A, sleep deprivation. Option B, impaired gas exchange. Option C, acute pain. And option D, nutrition balance. The correct answer is acute pain. Here ends question 7. Question number 8. Left ventricular pressure can be measured by using option A, CVC or central venous catheter, option B, pulmonary artery catheter, option C, Swan-Ganz catheter, option D, all the above, option E, both B and C. The correct answer is option E, both B and C. Swan-Ganz catheter is also called pulmonary artery catheter. Pulmonary artery catheterization is the passing of a thin catheter into the right side of the heart and the arteries leading to the lungs. It is done to monitor blood flow and to monitor pressure in and around the heart. Central venous catheter is used for medication and it also measures central venous pressure, CVP. Here ends question number 8. Question number 9. A reflex that is seen in normal newborn babies who automatically turn the face toward the stimulus and make sucking motions with the mouth when the cheek or lip is touched. Option A, Moro. Option B, rooting. Option C, sucking. Option D, swallowing. Correct answer is option B, rooting. Here ends question number 9. Question number 10. Which of the following is an appropriate nursing diagnosis for a client with renal calculi? Option A, ineffective tissue perfusion. Option B, functional urinary incontinence. Option C, risk for infection. Option D, decreased cardiac output. The correct answer is risk for infection. Because of renal calculi or renal stone, urine is obstructed in the urinary bladder, which may cause a buildup of bacteria, which may lead to kidney infection. That's why for a client with a renal calculi, always the appropriate nursing diagnosis will be risk for infection. Here ends question number 10.